Hi, my name is Judy May, and I'm a docent with Friends of the Elephant Seal at the Piedras Blancas Rookery on California's Central Coast. This is my favorite time of year here, and when you see all the elephant seal babies, you'll understand why. The winter months at the Rookery bring lots of excitement. It all starts in December as the adult males start coming back to the beach. These adult males are called bulls, and they arrive one by one. Once on the beach, a bull's goal is to claim a piece of the beach as his own. Once he has claimed his spot, he will establish himself as the alpha male or beach master for that section of beach. Any female that arrives on that part of the beach will become part of his harem and will be protected by him. There are many ways a bull will protect his section of beach. Often he will just raise his head and vocalize like this guy is doing. Sometimes he'll raise his head and vocalize and then chase the other bull away. And if the other bull doesn't back off, they will end up fighting. They can get very aggressive and cause each other harm. But the less dominant bull will usually back down before his injuries are too bad. Because all seals can be identified by their unique voices, they know if they have already fought with the bull that is vocalizing, and they will not fight with him again. As you look at what's happening right now, you will see that this bull has already established himself as the alpha for this part of the beach. He's not happy with this other bull that is trying to come into his territory. He starts by raising his head and vocalizing, but he doesn't seem satisfied with the other bull running away. He really wants to make a statement, and he has decided to chase the other bull off his part of the beach. As you can see, he chases him for quite a long distance, and the alpha bull ends up on a different part of the beach that he doesn't control. Even so, it is clear that the other bulls understand that he is an alpha, and they run away from him too. But look at the water's edge. That is the alpha for this part of the beach, and he is not happy that the first guy has come to his territory. Watch what happens. He raises his head, vocalizes, and starts the chase. All of the males in his way scatter, and even our first alpha runs away. Of these two alphas, the guy who came out of the water is the more dominant. By mid-December, the first pregnant females arrive at the Rookery. Most often it will be only a few days before they give birth. This female is about to give birth to her pup, which is what we call a baby elephant seal. Elephant seals can be born head first, like this pup, or flipper first. The female will immediately start vocalizing to her pup. She does this so that her pup knows her voice and can find her if they get separated. Mom will also quickly learn the sound her pup makes. Just like us, moms and pups need to quickly learn how to communicate with one another. As you can see, this pup has an itch. The elephant seal's front flippers have long fingernails that they can use for getting a good scratch. Births are amazing events, but they are also just a little bit messy. These birds are the cleanup crew. They help keep the beach clean after the birth. But the mama elephant seal doesn't want the birds too close to her pup, and she will yell at them to stay away. The first few minutes after the birth, the pup will start moving around, and the mama and pup will bond. You can even hear this pup start to vocalize. The pups will use their voices to call out to their moms and to demand to be fed. Elephant seals are mammals, and like all mammals, they have mammary glands that produce milk that is used to feed their young. The female elephant seals will stay with their pups for about 1 month. During that time, they will nurse their pups and care for them. The pups, who are born weighing about 70 pounds, will weigh about 300 pounds by the end of the month when they are weaned. That's what it's called when their mom stops nursing and no longer feeds them her milk. At the end of the nursing month, the mom will mate with a bull so that she will have another pup next year, and she will then leave the Rookery going to sea to find food for herself. During the 5 weeks that the females are on the beach, they give birth, nurse, and mate, all while fasting. Fasting means that they are not eating. By the time they leave the beach, they will have lost about 40% of their body weight. The only elephant seals that eat while they are at the Rookery are the pups. All others fast and only eat during their time at sea. The moms protect their pups for that first month. Often high tides and storms threaten the pups who do not yet know how to swim. The mom will place her body between the pup and the water to protect the pup from being dragged into the ocean. You can see that this mom is doing a great job of protecting her pup. By the middle of January, the beach is covered with pups. Some are already a month old and are getting ready to be weaned. Others have just been born. It's pretty easy to tell the newborns from the older pups. This pup is a newborn. It has a lot of extra skin and wrinkles and still has its umbilical cord attached at the belly button. Like with all mammals, including humans, the umbilical cord is used to feed the pup when it is still inside the mom's body. The older pups are starting to get much bigger and losing some of their wrinkles. This one is probably about 3 weeks old and will be weaned in another week or so. Once the pups are weaned, they are no longer called pups. Instead, we call them weaners. The weaners are very roly-poly like this guy. Some of them get so big we call them super weaners. Either their moms allowed them to nurse a little longer, or they found another female that allowed them to nurse a bit. As you can see here, this wiener is so big her flippers can barely reach the ground. Moving is a lot of work for these super weaners. The extra weight may not be a bad thing, because once mom leaves, these pups will stay on the beach for another 2 to 3 months without eating. They will live off their fat, which is called blubber. The weaners will all hang out together in groups called pods up closer to the bluff and away from the adult action on the beach. With their moms now gone, together the pups will learn how to swim in the intertidal zone and prepare for their first migration to sea, usually going north. As much as they enjoy the company of other seals on the beach, their migration will be solitary. Each wiener will head out on their migration by themselves looking for food. They may bump into a friend or two while at sea, but we don't really know a lot about what happens during their migration. One thing for sure, though, they will see each other again next fall when they come back to the rookery. We hope to see you here too, but in the meantime, you can learn more about these fascinating creatures by viewing our videos and checking us out at elephantseal.org. There's even a live webcam, so you can see them in action whenever you want.